You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money. Got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out line.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the...
Larry, from the home of the reigning NFC champs, there's a look at Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. So here are the defending NFC champs on offense now. They'll be led out by the former Auburn man, Charles, hard to believe already in his 6th year now, Cam Newton.
And every eye in the stadium goes to him as soon as he appears, doesn't it? There are very few players that have that type of effect. Doesn't matter whether he comes out for warm-ups, whether he's come out for the game, to start the game the first time on the field. All eyes on number 1, and rightly so. He may be the best player in the game.
So that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. This is Stewart again. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he was running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But, boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close. But he stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Let's go. 2nd down, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. 2 down.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. There goes Jonathan Stewart. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The 2015 Pro Bowler, K'Wan Short, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 21. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. Red zone opportunity.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go back to Stewart on first. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Sharif Floyd makes a stop.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here's Newton. Backing up. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
10 yards still left on second down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Bridgewater now. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him. Contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Right there. 184. Right there. Right there. What is mine?
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Muscles him off. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the...
And that's caught inside the 30. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 48 yards.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And Rudolph has it left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
The play fake, Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's go. Play 90. Play 90.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep...
Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed. And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Wide Eddie. Wide Eddie.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They give him 12 yards and a first down. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Third and goal for Bridgewater. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So we've reached half. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback. Because
and now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, 84 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
Let's go. Tighten up. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, we got 4.
They go play action here on first down. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown, Carolina! Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And it's up and good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there on the run. 31 yards.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games.
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So last week, mostly ineffective. This week, what we're seeing very effective. What are you seeing that's different?
I think what I'm seeing is just a simple, everyone is on the same page. And I know it sounds trite, but I'm talking about all the guys up.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Charles Johnson has played sicko most of his career going after the quarterback. That was his second sack of the game, and most of the time he gets to those QBs with quickness. That's how he gets it done.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety. Third down now following the run.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation where we're not really focused on it.
Newton now to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
So now first and 15. Here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Throwing on third down, Newton finding time, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Michael Kanan now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense today is
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 48 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to go up top again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Ready? Watch one. Ready? Watch that.
Out of the gun, Newton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
4 down. 180.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll be first down, Panthers. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's the option going right. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Running it here, Artis Payne. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cameron Artis Payne. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction of...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Charles Johnson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Get ready! White Navy! White Navy!
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the